time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
Hello, Soul family. Jordan Peterson coming at you live from our Soul Studios here in Pleasant Grove, Utah. Today is April 29th, and I'm so glad you're able to join me today. I hope wherever you're at, the springtime weather looks fantastic. It looks like up in the Northeast, we got a lot of rain going on. Talking about building arks up there. So hopefully they survive that. They don't have to start gathering their animals 2 by 2 to get out of the rain. But it looks like everywhere else seems like be enjoying the summer and the spring weather that's coming. So good to have you with me today. We're about wrapping up the month of April, which is wild because that's the 4th month of this year. It's like flying by. I don't know if it's feeling that same way for you, but it seems like 2024 is just flying by. But I'm glad you're able to just take a little bit of time with me today. Let's see if we can get a little better today. That was the thought going into this. What do we need to talk about to just make ourselves just a little bit better? And so we're going to do that today. But as always, if you're just tuning in for the first time, make sure that you chime in, let us know what you're doing, say hello, just type in anything, and we'll be able to see you in our feed. I look at it here to my left, that's where our monitor is, so I can see everything you guys are saying. But then that allows us to see you. So if you're watching it and you're not chiming in, we don't know you're there, which means we can't get your name into the bucket of fun to let you win some of our fantastic swag prizes, which we love to give out just to keep everybody happy and make sure everybody's feeling like a winner on Monday morning. So we got some good stuff going on today, guys. If you can tell by the size difference probably what that one is, and you're probably right. But then this one will throw you really off because look, it's as wide as this one, but way taller. And I'll tell you what, this is the one. This is the one that everybody wants. These ones also are fantastic as well. Let's see if these are real. Sometimes we use the same boxes just to throw it off and throw some mystery product in there. But man, today's a great day for swag. You guys are gonna love it. I'm glad you're here. So we're giving away those 3 items there. You're gonna love unboxing those and showing the world what you've got, which is fantastic. And we also got our little bucket of fun, as you know, for our SN Sweeps, those who are continuing to post about what they love about Soul. Gives them an opportunity to spread the word and then a chance to win some fantastic prizes as well. So hopefully you guys are feeling lucky because we want to take care of you. As always, though, we like to start off the show by recognizing those who are inviting more people into the Soul family. The more that we have, the merrier. And we just want to make sure we can touch as many lives as possible. So we like to recognize you in a little segment called Rock and Roll. We'll jump into that right now. Our top 10 rock and rollers for the past week. As you know, it goes from Monday to Sunday. And so from last Monday to Sunday, we've got Holistic Health coming in at number 10. We've got Jose Luis Avina coming in at 9. We've got Miriam Alvarez coming in at 8. At 7, we got Jose Cortez Negrete. At 6, Edith Ugalde de Garcia. At 5, Anthony Merida Vasquez. Rounding out our top 5, we've got Lisa Manchester. We've got Amanda Rivera coming in at 3. On our top 2, Lydia Ferrentino. And at number 1 for the last week is Maria A. Ortiz. Congratulations to all you guys. And there's so many people that get so close to getting on this every week. But we have to draw a line somewhere. We can't spend all our time talking about how wonderful you guys are. Otherwise, we never stop the show. And so those are our top 10 for the last week. Just super proud of you guys for inviting new people in. And the cool thing about it is, as you well know, the more people we invite in, the more testimonials we get back of how amazing these products are and how just being with us and with you is changing lives. And we got a great testimonial right now we'd like to share with you. It says, I love so many of the products. It has helped me stay off of medication, helped me focus and calm me. I'm in a much better place than I was before starting Soul back in 2018. I love Soul in that I can give the same products that I take and give to my kids too. Why is that? Because they're safe for everybody, guys. This is nutrition. We're trying to take care of you. We're giving you the tools that you need to take control of your life and make sure you're in a good spot. If we're drinking enough and we're sleeping enough, it's amazing how a lot of our issues seem to manage themselves. And then you just give your body the added nutrition that it needs. Our bodies are amazing. If you just take care of it, it'll take care of you. And that's the truth. So we just love those testimonials. If you hear of any, send them in to us. We'd love to gather those up, post them on our Soul Business page on Facebook, share them on Instagram, tag us with SN Sweeps, and we'll make sure that we get you taken care of with some swag. And plus, it just spreads the word, which makes everything easier because everybody loves to see what's going on. We have a great one from Instagram coming in this week. We wanted to share with you, give you an idea of what we're seeing out there, to give you some ideas of what you can share as well. It says, this adaptogen herbal blend is how I sleep at night. Yep, and talks about the blend, how they're doing it, right? How I sleep through the night and wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go. Then over on the side, it says, sleeping through the night can be a struggle. Let me share with you a little secret. Most of the time, it's the little things we do that make the biggest difference in our health, especially when it comes to our sleep. Many things could be the reason for sleepless nights. Many professionals and influencers suggest changing your nightly routine before bed, adding a regular exercise routine, avoiding heavy meals before bed, and the list could go on. But where do we start? Personally, I started by adding an adaptogen herbal blend to hot water before bed. That helps me nutritionally calm, restore, and recenter myself, with the restorative properties of the blend being particularly wonderful for times of emotional anxiety, sickness, or even elevated stress. The opportunities to improve your sleep are endless. You just have to find what works for you. Comment below what helps you sleep. Right? We love that, right? It's just a really solid post on Instagram. Let everybody know what you're all about. And that's what we love to see. So congratulations, Sav, for doing that. And we got everybody who posted in our SN sweeps for the last week. Every time you tag us, we put your name in here. So you can have your name in here as many times as you want. I think it's a little bit of an underutilized secret. If it was me, I would do 100 posts a week just so I could guarantee myself I'm winning something every single week, right? It's just simple numbers. If you do more, you have a better chance to win. And I'll tell you what, you do it 100 times a week, there's a high probability you're gonna win every single time, right? So that's what we love to see. Olga says, Renew at night has improved my sleep. I think we're seeing that from a lot of people right now. It seems to be the way to go. For those who are on live with me, how do you like it? Do you take your Renew straight? Do you just put it in some hot water? Do you like it in cold water? More like a light lemonade? Do you prefer to add some creamer to it? Do you like to add a little bit of coconut milk? What I found is that coconut milk, that cold coconut milk in the warm Renew, it almost tastes like an orange dreamsicle. Like it's like dessert before you go to bed. My big thing is I have to drink it well before I go to bed. Otherwise, I'm at that age of life where you get to wake up and pee about 50 times a night if you're drinking stuff right before bed. So it is what it is. So I like to do mine a little bit after dinner, kind of in that 7 to 8 o'clock time frame. So I have a couple hours before I go to bed. Cindy says, I love Renew at night. Helps me sleep, right? Dolores says, I use hot and cold and sometimes during the daytime. Oh, that's great too. Cass says, with complete, barely warm. Interesting. So she mixes complete with it, right? Tanya says, just get it in me, right? Any way I can drink it, I get it in, right? Chris says, I like Renew with my Vital and lemon mid-morning. Also, a mid-morning gal. I like it. Renew with a scoop of Infatuate and yes, coconut milk. Yummy. Olga kind of mixes it up, her own little recipe there, right? Seashell Pony says she does it at night in hot water with Royal and Clear. Royal, I like it. That's interesting. Clear as well. For those who are really struggling with allergies or just anything going on with the sinuses and immune system, you can take those little capsules of Soul Clear and just dump them in the hot water, and man, they're nice. They work really well. Tiffany says she likes it cold in the afternoon, post runs, and evening in mint tea. Ooh, I'm a big fan of mint tea as well. That's awesome. Jackie says, Renew every morning, takes the edge off. Oh, starts her day with it, right? That's what's so cool about this. As you can see, everybody can do it however they want. And if you listen to your body and you're giving it the dense nutrition that it needs, it's amazing how it just takes care of itself. So you can see there's a lot of ways to do it, which is awesome. And it makes it so easy. You can do it however you're already doing it, add it into your routine that you're already doing, and just see the benefits that come from it. We're not necessarily saying you have to get rid of everything you're already doing, but man, you can add this into what you're currently doing and just have some great results with it, right? Rosa says she loves Renew hot at night before she goes to bed, right? And Yeleva says she loves Renew all different ways, right? Oh, I love it. That's so good. You guys, as I've been thinking about today, as I mentioned before, there's just times where you just want to get yourself a little bit better. I don't know if it's because it's spring and there's so many things changing and growing and becoming better that you're like, man, am I in a good spot too? Am I putting myself in a position where I'm getting better as well? And it's really interesting because you talk to different people. There's a results equation. I've shared this with some of you before, but I thought it would be good to review this. As you see on your screen right now, the equation for results are equal to what? If you were teaching a math class and you had a whole bunch of individuals in front of you and you had this equation, what would you say results are equal to, right? If somebody said to you, how do I get results? What is the best way to do it? What is it going to take? What would you tell them it was going to take in order to get the results that they were hoping for, right? The old results equation. What would you say that they need to do? Oftentimes we look at things like, well, hard work, right? Hard work equals results, right? Christy Malone says taking action. Kristen Brunia says daily activity gives you results. I like it. Anybody else? Raquel says work is going to give you results, right? Consistency, Tiffany says. Absolutely. I think those are great things. And they're going to put you in a position to be able to move forward. Chris DeVilliers says an action plan plus clarity is going to give you results. Again, we got consistency going on here with the Dolores and Chris. Just day by day consistency, Cass says. Lisa says we need to make a plan if we're going to get results. I like that. I think those are all great things, and I don't think anybody would argue with you on those things. But the reality of it is, as we're trying to get results, this is actually the equation we deal with. Results equals no results plus a good excuse. And we feel good about that. Why? Because, I wanted to get these things done, but I didn't get them done. But the reason I didn't get them done is because of this fantastic excuse, which means nobody possibly could have gotten this thing done if they had the same exact excuse as me, which makes me feel great. And so we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to move on and continue on in life. Do you know anybody like that? I know somebody like that. This guy right here, right? I would love to get a lot of things done in my life that I don't get done or I don't have time to or whatever excuse I have for it. And then I feel good about it because by golly, no, I didn't get any results. And no, I didn't accomplish the thing I wanted to do, but I felt good about it because I had a good excuse. And now I can move forward with a smile on my face, knowing that, no, I'm not a failure. I just had a good excuse. Of course I couldn't get that done, right? And have you ever felt that way? Is that something you've seen as well, right? I think that's something that we've all seen. We have people in our lives that live by that as well a little bit. So our goal today is to talk a little bit about this, how we put ourselves in a better position to move forward so we're in a good spot. Winston Churchill. Let's go ahead and jump to Winston Churchill real quick. He says this: the price of greatness is responsibility. The price of greatness is responsibility. What do you guys think of when you think of that? You guys think about that for a second. Go ahead and chime in while I talk about that a little bit. When we're talking about responsibility, there's a common thing that says you lose it when you don't own it. You lose it when you don't own it. You lose responsibility when you don't own it. And that responsibility is for anything, right? If you don't take responsibility for your marriage, you'll lose it. It'll get away from you. If you don't take responsibility for your health, you'll lose it. It'll be gone. If you don't take responsibility for your finances and you spend frivolously, it's gone. Money's gone, right? All those things, right? So we need to take responsibility for that. And what does that mean? It's really meaning that you're going to take ownership and you're going to be very cognizant of what's going on with it and how it's working. Because the reality of it is, if you don't, somebody else will, right? And that's the tricky thing about life. If you're not going to take ownership of whatever you've got going on, somebody else would be more than happy to take that. And I promise you, they're not going to be as interested in having you be successful and happy as you are. And that leads us to a bad spot. It says, giving people or others the power to determine the outcome of your life is a sure way to make your life difficult. Why? Because as I mentioned before, they're not as invested in you as you are. They want you to, they may even have bad intentions for the way you're going, right? They may be jealous of the way you're doing things. They may not want you to overcome and become better, right? And that's a tricky thing to live. Lisa says, everything has a cost. Every yes has a no, right? Opposition in all things. And that's the thing. When we look at it, even if something's good, you'll never be able to fully enjoy it unless you have responsibility for it. So some people may even say, oh, I'll give you some good things. This is going to help you. But unless you take responsibility for it and own it, you're never going to fully appreciate it, right? Think of somebody who's trying to get you to lose weight, for instance, and they drag you to the gym every single day, and they make you work out, and they don't let you eat the foods that you want to eat, and they put you in a position to do whatever, and you resent it the whole time. It wasn't your choice. You don't want to do it. You resent it, and you're mad at them. Even though it's good for you, you resent them, and you're mad about it, right? And that's how we see a lot of things in our life. The goal is that we want to be an agent that acts and not an object that is acted upon. right? A lot of these things you're talking about, taking action, daily activity, consistency, an action plan, making a plan. That's somebody who is an agent that acts. You know what you got to do. You know what you want to do in life. You want to accomplish certain things. And so you go out and do them, right? You're not just sitting back and letting the world happen to you. And whatever happens, happens. And by golly, we're just going to be happy about it and make the best of it, right? It's really tricky to live your life like that. And your health and other things will come at the exact expense of that. Just letting things go by the wayside and have anything happen that's going to happen, right? So my question to you is this. What are you currently learning, and how are you bettering your life right now? Right? You don't have to type this in, but I want you to think about this week. What are you currently learning, and how are you bettering your life right now? But there's also a backside to this question, right? What are you removing to better your life? Because there's things that are holding us back. There's no question. There's habits or addictions or other things that are putting us in a spot that we're not able to achieve and become what we want to become. Right? So how do we get rid of that? And then how are we filling our cup with something else? Because the reality of it is we all have a full cup, right? We all have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We all got that stuff, and we fill it with whatever. It's already full. We don't even have a choice whether or not it's going to be full because we're alive, because it's full already, right? And you can take out whatever bad habit you want, making excuses, lying, stealing, whatever thing you got going on. But unless we put something good back into it, it's just going to fill back up with something else. Right? We want to take control of it, make sure we're in a position that we are in control of our lives. Because again, the price of greatness is responsibility. We have to own it. And if we don't own it, we're going to put ourselves in a really tricky spot moving forward, right? So let's be an agent that acts and not an object that is acted upon. And we're going to put ourselves in a great spot. Tying that in, we are going to have a fantastic opportunity to focus on personal development and how to better ourselves and our businesses come October here in Utah. Go to the events page when you log in the back office. You are going to see an Ignite page. Go and sign up for it right now before it's too late. The price goes up on May 1st, and get yourself there. Commit to something right now, and then you'll have something in the future. A lot of people who try to get in shape, they have to have that big event in the future, their wedding or whatever, the vacation, so they have something to look forward to. I think these events are that same way for us. We want to be there. We want to be our best self. What do we want to do to get better? What are we want to remove from our lives to better ourselves? And what are we learning? And what are we adding in to our lives to better ourselves? And as long as we're in a good spot there, we're going to be in a great spot moving forward. So again, the price of greatness is responsibility. Let's be great. I see it in you guys. I spend enough time with you guys. I know you got it in you. So let's go ahead and own it and put ourselves in a great spot, because we don't want that results equation to look like it already did, right? Results are equal to no results, but a really good excuse, right? So let's put ourselves in a great spot. All right. Okay. That's it for today. Let's go ahead and get you guys some prizes as you walk out the door. Turn off your computer or phone, wherever you're watching me at, and get you taken care of. Now we're going to go for the SN sweeps. It feels appropriate for the good work that you guys did. Again, I'm sure some of us had great reasons why we were going to post this week, and then we didn't, right? But that's okay, because we had a good excuse, so we feel good about that, right? But those that actually took action and responsibility, because if we're going to be great, we need to own it, they get the option to have this fantastic. I mean, this thing, I'm telling you, this is the one you guys want. I'm not even messing with you there. That's a good one. So let's see who's going to win this one to start off Monday as feeling lucky by winning a little bit. And here we go. It is Charlotte Sullivan. Charlotte Sullivan. You posted and you won, my friend. Well done. And then next up, we got those who took time out of their day. I'm telling you, there's a million things going on a Monday morning. You could be doing a million different things. But you said, you know what? I'm going to take 30 minutes out of my day, log on, watch Jordan, see if we can better ourselves and move forward. Because of that, I think you should be rewarded. So here we go. We're going to go with the winner of Miriam Rivas. Miriam Rivas, you've got yourself a fantastic mystery gift, if you will. And we've also got ourselves the other winner, who is Christy Malone over in Nevada. Christy Malone, you got yourself a prize as well, guys. It's so good to have you with us. Again, go register for Ignite. Come be with us. It's going to be such a great time. Responsibility has a cost, guys. It does. And if we're going to be great, we need to take responsibility for our lives. As always, keep sharing the soul. Sure love you guys, and I'll see you again soon.